Chairman Wiggum, Vice Chair Stevens, Ranking Member Kelly, and honorable members of the State and Local Government Committee, thank you for allowing me to give proponent testimony of HB624 to report and release certain COVID test information. As you may know, we have been told by Dr. Amy Acton back in March that this is not a drill. This is a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. She also stated that some of our kids will get sick and some of our kids will die. As we know, not a single death of a child has happened from COVID-19 without pre-existing conditions in the U.S. since the day Dr. Acton stated this on March 15th. Yet all the children's entertainment in the entire state is closed based on this false information that she stated 2.5 months ago. And the press stated that is still reported, as we've heard many times today. This is but one example of why we need the true transparency. We've asked children to stay home with their parents for the last 2.5 months. We know that children are being abused at home because they have no outlet. Now all of our pools are closed. Our playgrounds are still closed. And I saw a post on Facebook the other day that, but strip clubs are open, and yet our playgrounds are closed. So if you can explain the logic on that one, I would greatly appreciate it. But a quick story about me. I have a child who cannot receive proper speech therapy right now. He was denied speech therapy for 5 weeks because he could not go to his speech therapist, right? Because the guidelines said that they could not be in person because it was not essential. So then he was offered online speech therapy. Happy to do that. Now he's at speech therapy where his speech therapist is forced to wear a mask because I actually don't know why, because children are not affected by this whatsoever. So my child's therapist, who he's seen for 3.5 years, once a week, now has to wear a mask. My child has an issue with articulation. And as many of you that may wear a mask know, it's hard to see what people articulate with their mouth when you're wearing a mask. He is not able to see his therapist's mouth move to model for him the correct articulation because of a policy that was put in place based on false information from ODH. I don't understand. So this is where I'm coming from as a mother who, there are many like me whose children are now they do not have the correct therapies, and it is detrimental to their progress because of these policies that make absolutely no logical sense whatsoever. So based on that, I urge this committee to vote yes on HB 624 to push this administration to collect and publish true data, stop the cherry picking, and stop perpetuating fear in the citizens of Ohio. Thank you. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you for your testimony. Do we have any questions today? Thank you again for your testimony.